Hello students, today we are going to study a very important and scoring topic of reasoning, mathematical analogies. If you understand the logic properly, you can solve these questions very quickly. So let us begin step by step in a simple and clear way. Students, first understand what an analogy means. A mathematical analogy is a relationship between two numbers. It is written as A is to B, as C is to what? This means the relationship between A and B must be exactly the same as the relationship between C and the answer. So our main task is to identify the pattern or rule correctly. Let us understand the golden rule to solve these questions. Step 1. Carefully observe A and B and try to find the relationship. Step 2. Verify whether the rule is correct or not. Step 3. Apply the same rule to C to get the answer. Students, never skip verification, because one wrong assumption can give a wrong answer. Now we start with the first type, addition analogy. In this type, a fixed number is added to A to get B. For example, if 5 becomes 8, then we added 3. So, if the next number is 12, we will again add 3 to get 15. Sometimes the added value is constant, and sometimes it follows a small pattern. Next is subtraction analogy. Here, a number is subtracted from A to get B. For example, if 20 becomes 14, then 6 is subtracted. So, 30 will become 24 by subtracting the same value. Students must be careful about direction, always check whether subtraction or addition is actually happening. Now comes multiplication analogy. In this type, A is multiplied by a number to get B. For example, 3 becomes 12 by multiplying 4. So, 5 will become 20 using the same multiplier. Sometimes instead of a constant number, the number multiplies itself, forming squares. Next is division analogy. Here, A is divided by a number to get B. For example, 60 becomes 12 by dividing 5. Also, very important, square root is a common pattern. For example, square root of 36 is 6, so square root of 49 will be 7. Always check square root quickly in exams. Students, squares and cubes are the most common patterns in analogies. If 4 becomes 16, it means square. If 3 becomes 27, it means cube. Similarly, reverse can also happen, square root or cube root. If you memorize basic squares and cubes, you can solve many questions instantly. Now we move to compound operations. Here, more than one step is involved. For example, 6 becomes 42 using 6 multiplied by 7, which means n multiplied by n plus 1. So, 8 becomes 72 using 8 multiplied by 9. Sometimes patterns like square plus constant or multiplication plus addition are used. Now very important, digit-based analogy. Here, operations are performed on digits of the number. For example, 13 becomes 4 because 1 plus 3 is 4. Or 23 becomes 6 because 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Sometimes digits are reversed, like 45 becomes 54. Always check digit sum, product, and reversal when nothing else works. Next type is ratio and percentage analogy. Here, the relationship is based on proportion. For example, 2:3 becomes 8:12. In percentage, if 25% of a number is taken, the same percentage will be applied to another number. These questions require basic understanding of ratios. Now let us understand number series pattern. In this type, numbers follow a sequence. It can be increasing, decreasing, multiplying, or even Fibonacci pattern. For example, 2, 4, 8 follows addition of 2. So, always check difference and ratio between numbers. Now we come to special types. Factorial is very important. For example, 5 factorial is 120. LCM and HCF patterns are also asked. Prime numbers and their properties can also form analogies. Students should be familiar with these concepts for better accuracy. Let us conclude with strategy. Always check squares and cubes first, as they are most common. Then try multiplication, addition, subtraction, and digit operations. If nothing works, think of compound or special patterns. Practice is the key to mastering this topic. The more questions you solve, the faster you will become. Thank you students, keep practicing and Jai Hind.